All right, I'm here today with Julie, who's been doing really well inside our Total Life Fitness program. And today she's going to share a little bit about her experience and the results that she's gotten. So, Julie, thanks for joining us. And first, just tell us a little bit about what you were struggling with prior to joining Total Life Fitness.
Sure. So I had a program that I had used for many years and it was real. I had a lot of success with it and then it stopped working and it was just really frustrating because I was doing all the work and I was not getting the results. And I was going through just a point where I had a lot of change and transition going on in my life. And I can't remember the exact quote, but there's this quote that's something like, if you don't know what to focus on, you should focus on yourself. And so that's where I was. And that was when I decided I needed to take action.
Yeah, absolutely. So, going through a transition and decided that you need to take action in your life. So, ultimately, we connected. So, just curious, did you have any hesitations around joining, and why did you ultimately decide to join Total Life Fitness?
Well, it's a big commitment. So that was definitely my hesitation. At the same point, I felt like I didn't have anything to lose. I'm like, well, if it doesn't work, I can always quit, but I might as well try. Um, and sometimes it's like you just have to take the leap and you just have to take those first step forward.
Absolutely. And yeah, you took the leap and obviously have been doing really well. So, since joining, tell us a little bit about the specific results that you've gotten.
Sure. So I've lost just over 30 pounds, about 4.5 inches on my waist. But really it's about being at a healthy weight and being able to just, to live well, to be able to do things. And, like my son's in cross country. And so like I can just, you run around the field as they go through all these things. And, I can just, walk around and I can just really enjoy life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, share about that a little bit more. Like, how is life kind of different for you? Like, what else has kind of changed for you personally, kind of physically, mentally, since you've made the changes with your health and with your body?
I certainly have a lot more energy and I certainly feel better. And, I think that when you feel better about yourself and about you just feel well, I think you just show up better in kind of all aspects of your life.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I completely agree. It definitely, allows you to show up better in different areas of life. So, ultimately, like I said, you've made a lot of positive changes, and some people who are watching this might be thinking, "Hey, is this for me?" So, just curious, why would you recommend Total Life Fitness to someone else who's kind of on the fence thinking about it?
Sure. I really liked that there was a lot of flexibility with the program. So because I don't have to show up at a certain place at a certain time, it was able to work around my schedule. I found I work with Coach Lexi. She's great and really provides a lot of on one hand it's a lot of accountability, but but there's flexibility too. Like recently I've had some schedule changes and we've talked about how do we maybe adjust parts of my program so that it makes sense given like the season of life that I'm in. So I really like the flexibility, and I think that uh, there's also it's accountability, but it's not like judgmental. So like if I've had a bad week, we just talk about how do we move forward, how do we fix things. It feels like it's a positive connection.
Yeah, absolutely. Always good to have that positive connection for sure.
Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and sharing your story, and appreciate it.
you're welcome.